Welcome back, episode 39 of our campaign playthrough of our Dark Hero Shade. When we last left off, our last quest was traveling to the Realm of Death and facing off with a Reaper, and we got the Death Lord's Blessing card. We'll see how that looks in our quest we do today. 208 campaign resources. We're not going to touch anything in our commerce screen. We'll head to the infirmary and heal up Lady Jane, who is wounded, and go to the tavern. Like I said, we only have a couple quests left. We may run out of the side stories here, but this is going to be updated in one of the upcoming patches of the game, so there will be a few more side stories updated, so you shouldn't run out during a campaign playthrough. And we will go ahead and do this one now. And we'll put the orphans to work. No one gets a free ride. And I guess that works out okay. And we will check out what's in the market. Ooh, a couple of opportunities here. And a couple of drinks here. So let's see what this is. Charitable donation. Yeah, not gonna invest in that. Caravan guard duty. Trade some experience for resources. Not gonna do that. And we will purchase both of these drinks. Hero set that we're going to use. Yeah, we've got the 2 top tier heroes in there. So we will continue on, do our Secrets of Flame. Getting up there in experience, but I think that we needed around 1200 before it would make a difference. We're going to come close to getting that before the final fight, but we may or may not. But we might take a look at our cards and decide if we want to switch them up by the time we get there. But for now, we'll proceed into this quest.
With Athma's direction, finding the ruins was not difficult, nor was finding the ancient House of Flame. You enter the crumbling building and come to your destination, a large antechamber. In the center of the room is a rune-covered chest. A black cat slept peacefully atop it. As you approach the chest, the cat wakes. It arches its back and eyes you suspiciously, yet you are still filled with optimism and hope the knowledge of how to stop the dragonfire was within your grasp. All that stands before you is a single cat standing guard from its perch atop the chest. The cat's piercing green eyes seem to challenge you, daring you to come closer. This seems too easy. What fool would protect such prized knowledge with this small feline guardian? As you draw closer trying to shoo the cat away, it bares its sharp tiny teeth and hisses a menacing warning. Then with a low long yowl it summons many other felines and creatures of the forest to come forth and protect this ancient prize. If you are patient, you might be able to retreat, letting the guardian return to sleep, then sneak in and steal the treasure. Or you can simply remove this small protector with force if need be.
So I think we're going to try and remove them with force. We look at them, looks like a little bit of a joke, but then we see a few things about them that are like, ooh. Oh, and the one thing, this is one quest where Eowyn is actually can be a little bit problematic and weak. We'll leave her in here, but if the cat gets to 9 hexes, they win. So that is a little bit problem. Actually, I think that I will forfeit right now and bring in a different hero other than Eowyn, because hexes is kind of her deal. And we're better off not even having a hero than having her in there and being tempted by her cards and stuff like that. And he gives us a hex unless we have blue or light heroes. So blue or light heroes would be ideal. Our best light hero is in the sidelines and the infirmary. So we might want to put in a couple of blue, although Aowen is also good at that. And yeah, Moon Blessing, we've seen that before, so the foes get stronger if we have negative balance. Deep Shadows gets extra defense for negative essence and dark deeds. And anytime a feline foe leaves or pillages, we gain a hex. Anytime a feline is destroyed, we get -1 balance. So, and those familiars do count as feline foes as well. And the other thing is right now this does not seem like a very big deal at all, this dodge. But as the game progresses and goes along, they'll build up not only their life, which they will do, but they'll also build up defenses, and this will become pretty painful by the end when you're trying to get through all 9 lives of this cat. And its Sega is it'll win if it ever gets to 9 chapters, but also it gets stronger with each chapter. The long haul, just being patient. You may not have the deck to make it last this long. There are 60 cards in the adventure deck. In this adventure deck, cards like that we have are Shadow Step, race this along. So I think we are going to try the beatdown. We're not even going to worry about surviving the long haul. There definitely are different strategies to managing the adventure deck. So Aowen has cards that are good at it, like Return to Weave is fantastic, but that only happens on the wilds if there's a card in the wilds and you need to have that card out. But Aowen does have other cards, but she also some of those cards that have that Return to Weave power also give hexes. There is also a good hero called Seraphine, which is extremely good at it. She's got a tithe power. If we had went the animal route, never got the ferrets can take the treasure from the foes here in the area, like, so we could rob this treasure and put a treasure card on top of the adventure deck. So things that return to weave or put stuff on the adventure deck slow the adventure deck down and make this much more manageable. But like I said, we're going to forfeit out. We're going to switch Aowen out, possibly another hero. Take some heroes that maybe give us some blue back. So I think we'll go with our oldest combo, our 2 base heroes. So we'll come in here. I think we're going to put Tank on the sideline for the first time in a long while. And Aowen, and I think we're going to put in the Apprentice Mage and Merry Minstrel. That will give us a little bit of light, but a lot of blue and a lot of synergy for drawing through some cards. And we still have 1 top tier hero in Athma. Kreslin, if we can get our hands on his Relentless Pursuit card, while this card is in play, foes can't dodge, so that will be excellent at dealing with the archvillain. Okay, so we'll get right in and get to work on the quest. Okay. So we will beat this up right away, and we will start recruiting our blue and white. I'm gonna take that one right off the bat this time. Greater Call destroys a random hero card from your discard. Well, that would be pretty dangerous and reckless. We could lose one of our good heroes, so I'm not going to play that Blessing of Death right now. But we will have a really good other thing, and actually I might end up playing the Blessing of Death after I play this card, and the reason for it is because now we see our discard. We had to draw our cards back. Discard is empty, so we won't get the Greater Call power, but we will get this other power, the Strafe. And that definitely weakens the snake a whole pile. And play that. Play these cards. So played our whole deck except for one card, which is one more peasant. So going to focus some on deck building. We are going to go to our stables. We're going to get a lucky day. Oh, these are all pretty good cards, and I don't want to lose many of them. I'll lose a crushing blow. So I'm going to use the assassins. And rid of that card. We are planning on beating the Archvillain down, so got lots of attack to do that right now. With 6, we can see he's already building this up a little bit, but we want to keep knocking him down. Now he's dropped to 5 because but he had something, possibly his Deep Shadows. We will go after the snake, but we do have enough resources to come after him again. He's going to hit us with some curses. And we can see he's getting, his defenses are getting weaker, but he is leveling up his life, and that's because we're back to even balance now. His Deep Shadow is not working as good. Now, could go after him one more time if I hire the mercenaries, so I think I will do that. And we're going to gain a more vault and a relic. So in turn 2, we've already beat him 3 times, but we still have to beat him 6 more times. And with 5 left, most of it is vault, but I think I am going to do some training. Train out of one of these cards, and I'll take World Ender, Athma's top card. And there is another card that I really want, the Relentless Pursuit, which when we play this card, it'll make fighting him, no matter where his shields are, significantly easier. And we still have enough attack left to deal with the snake. We will play the Hex, which we got a white card and we destroyed it, so I'm definitely fine with getting rid of those hexes, and it halts his victory a little bit as well. We will train one of these into our Relentless Pursuit. 2 power potencies. Yeah, they're good cards, but we probably don't need both, so I'll use the assassins, and since we approved our assassins, It no longer just gives one attack, it's going to give two, which is going to let us go after the Abyssal Hound. And just as important, or more important, we'll be able to get rid of another one of our commoner cards. This time I'm going to choose the Peasant Militia. Go after him now with 5. And he does survive, and we do get a wound, but that's okay. We weaken him quite a bit. And with 3, we're going to visit our smith. We got the Dirk, which is our least desirable one there, but it'll be fine. Oh, got a chapter, Dark Saga, so he levels up a little bit. Take a peek at our discard pile. Well, our Relentless Pursuit is in there, and our Hide in Shadows. I do not want to play the Wooden Shoes, because they could end up getting destroyed, so we will work on drawing some cards out. Oh, this Reckless Rampage and World Ender are going to pair well together. We will do the Rampage with like a blue as well. Playing the Hex won't work right now, but we will play World Ender. Nice 16 damage. We don't know what card's going to be on top of there just yet. But we'll play our Thoroughbred, play our Wild Frenzy, play our Soothing Song, draw out a couple of cards. And this is pretty good. I think we will buy around. Better with drinking. I'm going to play that one right now as well. I'm going to play the Forge Imp. Or fight the Forge Imp. And we didn't purify our Strike from Shadows, but it did allow us to pull it because we've got the Wild Frenzy with the Frenzy, and every time we defeat a foe we get to draw a card. So if I can draw one more card, I can safely play the Blessing of Death and the Wooden Shoes of Worthiness. So beat one more foe down, which we should be able to easily beat the Abyssal Hound here now. And now it is safe to play the Wooden Shoes and the Blessing of Death. And we can strike from Shadows. Play these out. We will create the Mercenaries at this price. We will fix the Mercenaries. Hire them again. Fix the Mercenaries and hire them one more time. And I am going to take this lion down, so that should reduce, since he's kidnapped a person, it should reduce the shields of the cat, which it did. Play the Dirk, and we will come after the cat a couple times here now. Recruit 2 random heroes from the tavern to your hand. 0 resources, nice. I will try this Hex. Up to draw it. Greed. It is going to be living off the land. Oh, we can recruit recruit a comet too with a rapid deploy. I'm going to also get this power potency, but I think that I'm going to train into it. I'll train this card into power potency. Still lots of decent cards up there that I would like. That. Go after him again. We're going to gain quite a few wounds because we've already beat him 5 times, but he dodged. So this is where it becomes a little bit annoying fighting him. And this will kind of get quite a bit even higher than 8. But on 8, he's got a really good chance of dodging. We've got quite a bit of attack. Every time we attack him and he dodges, we lose 2 off of our attack. So there is one more beat down on him. Pile of wounds. We do have our advanced regeneration, which does trigger. There's a relic for us. Our power potency, I think that our comet drained all of our blue magic, which is a little sad. We had quite a bit, but we did get a relentless pursuit, which is going to make fighting him a lot easier. So we will fight him, and then he's going to swarm 3 cats. He's not allowed to dodge us anymore. So we only have 1 card left in there. I think that I will take Crushing Blow. And with 3, I can't afford another card just yet. But the cats aren't going to be able to dodge. So I'm going to fight the cats before I go back to the Archvillain, because he has other swarm things, like I think he swarms familiars and also lions. Well, there's the relic card. The Axe of Autumn. Great. Play that. Find another cat. Draw our last card out. We have 1 more, I guess. Fight the last cat. That is a wound as well. Crushing Blow. And I am going to go after the cat to 9 one more time, which will, when we beat him, we'll take him to 7 defeats. And here he's swarming 3 lions. And I am going to hire a local with our money and then start working on the lions. Courtesan, Soothing, and draw a card, which is the other reward card. A little bit more money, with 3 again, can't quite afford anything yet, but we might as well try and fight 1 more lion. Large reward, thank you. We will recruit 1 more card, which is going to be a card we'll get early on. We'll go for the speed booting. And turn 4, another fantastic turn, and we're already up to 7 defeats of him, and have basically drawn through our whole deck. So we can play this card right now safely. discard. We're gonna fight the lion right now. And we can play our World Ender now for full effect. Up to 22 attack. Play that card. That card. Up to a pretty decent 31 attack. So I know he has another swarm in here, but I think we're going to go after him. Dark of Night, he's going to close all stores and drop us down a little bit. Didn't dodge that time. We might just end up repairing after this turn. I'll try and fight the Shadowland Beast. Good chance he could regenerate, but nice, we do have a Bleeding Wound on him, so that's going to stick with him even if he does regenerate, which he did. Wooden Shoes of Worthiness, I'm willing to destroy one of those cards, so we will play that. And 7 left. Could fix up some of the stores. Try and do some more deck building, which I think I will. So we'll train one of these guys into Song of Slumber. We had to discard or play dead card. Comet, it's okay. Take that one. There's a Relentless Pursuit. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get up that high, although our advanced regeneration decent. But Relentless Pursuit means if we can get after the arch villain, he's not going to be able to dodge. I don't care if we don't get the pushback, so we'll play the Comet right now. Then we'll play our Hide in Shadows. Now we're going to get our Shadow Step, and this should essentially be the victory for us. Axe of Autumn gets us to 29, and we will play our Shadow Step. But a turn 6 win on this arch villain is pretty good, but it's because of how we've built our campaign hero cards, and also getting like Athma's strong card and the Relentless Pursuit has made this quest that might be a little bit challenging a lot easier. We could try and get the blue essence to play this card, which I think we're going to. Don't really need to, but if we go after, say, the snake, draw another card after we beat him. Blood will flow, it's fine at this point. Wounds aren't a problem. Just trying to get the blue essence, but we don't have that yet. Not a great chance of beating down the Shadowland Beast, but 40 attack is way more than enough to beat him the final time, and there would be his last swarm, which he doesn't get to trigger because it's the last fight. And that should be our victory on turn 6.
The cat put up a pretty decent fight, but in the end was no match for you and your companions. You open the chest overflowing with vast treasure, among of which is a gilded scroll case. As you unseal the scroll case, a purple magic smoke billows out, and a man in robes materializes. Coughing out smoke, he composes himself for a moment, then bows to you. Name is Lelevan. Some call me Lelevan the Great, others call me Lelevan the Lucky. Today I am indeed lucky that you happened along. I was trying to get my hands on the Ritual of Flame to improve one of my many spells. Unfortunately for me, I underestimated the Guardian Cat. Desperate, I called on a wild magic gambit. It went awry, binding my soul to the scroll casing and sending my body trapped in the realm of pandemonium. Briefly ignoring Lelevan, you check over the scroll. It contains the Ritual of Flame. You should be able to complete the ritual, but still need one ingredient to complete the spell: the Chalice of the Chained God.
Okay, so I think what we're going to do here, the resources are always nice, but I think we're going to take another A-list hero, Lelevan. Any of these A-list heroes that we get, like one of them can easily, all you need is a couple of cards from them that can easily make the difference between, it's like the only card you might need. But just the way that the game balancing works and when you get these cards in the campaign. So we're going to get him and only get to use him for a maximum of 2 quests, I think, including the end fight.
Welcome to the team.
So this is where we will wrap up this episode. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.